Would you like to have the opportunity to make improvements to the services, location and community where you live? Well, you can. And in this film, we'll show you how. By being involved in an existing local council, or by setting up a new town or parish council.
Well, I felt that Brixham needed a voice a bit stronger than what it had, and I felt that a long time that it needed a parish or town council. And I knew with the population that we had, we probably could get a town council in Brixham.
Well, Brixham decided to create a parish council because they felt they needed a voice in Torbay.
And I just thought that just that other tier of local government would make them just think, oh, hang on a minute, the people of Brixham actually want to have a voice and want to be strong.
Local councils are the first point of contact for any community. They're an opportunity for members of the community to have their say and spend their own money in their own area.
I just felt that I'm lucky to live in a place like this, and I wanted to give something back to them.
I believe passionately that parish and town councils are the most local of local authorities. They are the first tier of government in this country, and as such they are closest to the people.
The main benefit of having the parish council is that the residents can have their say in events and really do have a strong voice.
They can provide creches, they can provide village hall facilities.
Things like allotments, we have 160 allotment garden spaces in Brixham alone, can run cemeteries.
And the Christmas market and Christmas carnival, and all that stemmed from a town council supporting the organisations, the voluntary organisations that used to do it on their own just by raising their own money. Now we have a town council, we have supported them financially as well as getting involved in organising it.
They can provide sports facilities, they can provide buildings to be used by doctors' surgeries.
Introduce street lighting, street cleaning, manage parks, gardens like bins or posts, or having the green cut or the common, or looking after the village duck pond.
Support community centres, provide bus stops or street lighting. That could support community groups in the area, so that could be any kind of recreational group.
Town Council have been great support in terms of how the community garden has been set up and run. And they've helped us whenever we've needed it. The community garden is used by people within the Newton Abbot community and further afield. Also, we've got school groups that come, nursery groups that come obviously and learn about growing food and just experiencing being outdoors. It's not just funding, I mean they have actually sort of been of practical help in helping us sort out various things like legal side of things.
There's all manner of services which a parish council, and indeed a town council, slightly larger big brothers of parish councils, can and do provide.
Basically small things like bins, dog bins, mowing lawns and open areas that are owned by the council, and managing village amenities, seats, benches, notice boards.
Local councils get to influence planning applications and the decision that may be later made by the planning authority. So if members of the community have particular views to express about planning applications, they can forward those to the local council.
Community-led planning is undertaken by the community, for the community and with the community. Not only across community issues and services, but also potentially across spatial planning and the use of land within that community.
So it's the small things around the parish that do make a difference to everyday life.
One of the fascinating things about being a parish or town councillor is that you are part of what's called a body corporate. As such, it can enter into contracts in its own name, and that is really important when it comes to owning assets, commissioning pieces of work, getting people to cut the grass verges. They can actually sign those contracts themselves.
You have to be responsible for making sure that you spend the money properly, and you have to be accountable. And that's important to the people. That's their money, not ours. It's council tax money. And obviously you have to maintain and try and achieve and improve some of the services that you're statutorily responsible for.
Well, they have to have a responsible financial officer, invariably the clerk, but it doesn't have to be the clerk. They are charged with keeping the books and everything else up to speed and up to scratch, and they have to report at least quarterly to the full parish council.
And so everything we do is scrutinised, including our accounts, and we have 2 auditors for our accounts. We have an internal who goes into the detail, and we have an external auditor. And every year we have to create an annual statement which is seen and scrutinised by the councillors and the public alike.
The constituents can come to all our meetings and they have a public session. And that public session enables them to ask any question. There's no restriction, any question they like on how we're spending their money. And to me, it's their voice. They're the people that put us there. They're the people who want to know what we're doing with the money. And to me, that's one of the big benefits of the town council.
That council tax that you pay will be for immediate benefit to your immediate community, to your family.
At the end of the day, there is nothing better than a council working for you, spending the money in the community for your benefit and the benefit of that community.
It's a long process. You have to initially get all the petitions together. You have to reach a particular figure. That has to be checked and verified. I mean, after the petition, then we did hold the referendum on the same day as the local elections.
A lively council that is really making a difference will not only meet probably monthly as the full council, but will also have a series of committees and ad hoc working groups. But it is hugely important that the profile of a parish council reflects its local community.
There are local councils more and more sort of in more urban areas as well, where perhaps they wouldn't necessarily use the word parish, they might prefer to use the word neighbourhood.
There are parish councils in rural communities as small as 90 people. There are town councils, I think approaching 70,000 now. An enormous variety between the two.
For that extra bit of money they pay, and I think it's something like 50p a week or something they have to pay, that it has improved their life. And I do really believe that. It has improved the way our community works in Brixham.
So yes, you will spend a little bit more money on your council tax, but evidence has shown that the benefit far outweighs the money that's been spent.
The benefits for the community itself are tremendous, and you really will feel the difference.
So we really couldn't have done it without them, and they've made a huge difference to the way the garden has progressed and hopefully will progress in the future.
And it doesn't matter what size parish you are, whether it's only 100 residents or 18,000 residents, it works.
It does work, and it does create that voice that you want, a stronger voice for the community you represent.
Be able to influence decisions that are made locally, to be able to help decide the future of your community.
But if you feel that your town wants a voice and wants a stronger voice and be listened to and recognised, then go for a parish council. I've never regretted it, and I think it's been the best thing we've ever done for the people of Brixham.
If anything in this film has sparked an interest and you'd like to take the next step, here's where to go for more information.